So, hello YouTube and hello Facebook. And today again I'm solving few more problems using loops in Java. Okay, so today I'm going to solve very much interesting problems in Java. If my voice is clear in both the platforms in Facebook and in YouTube, if it is clear, so please give me a response. Please response in the comment box whether you are able to see my screen or not. If you, if you are able to see my screen, please respond. Okay. I think my voice is clear this time. I think my voice is clear. Okay. So today, so let me revise the looping concept once more. So we have seen the while loop and the for loop. Okay. Uh, Did I kept my pen? Sorry, I forgot my pen in the bag. So I've got my pen back and now I'm starting the session and hoping that my voice is is clear and my video is visible properly and you can see my screen. Okay, so let's revise the for loop first. Okay, the for loop. The syntax for loop is for, then in the last class I've said initialization, then test expression, and then update. So now I'm writing here a very new thing in the for loop. I'm saying that you can use, right? You can you can write here valid any valid Java statement. Any valid Java statement you can write over here. Any valid Java statement separated by commas. Separated by commas. And then we have a semicolon. Then we have test expression. And after the test expression, we have semicolon. And after that, also you can write down any valid Java statement, right? Separated by separated. This will be, I'm confused with the English and the American spelling. So separated, S-E-P, separated, separated, separated by commas. So any valid Java statement separated by commas, commas. Okay. So this is the syntax, and then we have the body of the for loop. We have the body of the for loop of for loop. Okay. And the execution sequence is like this. First, this part will execute first, then this is a compulsory. This this part will execute when will this part will execute before testing the condition. Before testing testing the test expression or exit condition. So testing the exit condition. So this part is called exit condition or test expression. Okay, or you can say a logical expression. Okay, so this will execute first, then this will execute, then this will execute. If this test expression results into true, then body will be executed, right? Okay. And after the execution of the body, after the execution of the body, this will execute. So you can see that this is the, you can see that this part will execute at the end, right? This part of the for loop, for loop will execute. This part of the for loop will execute after the execution, after the execution of the body, after the execution of the body of the loop, body of for loop. Okay, so this is very much important. For loop will execute, this part of the for loop will execute after the execution of the body of for loop. Okay, so this is very much important, right? This idea is very much important if you start thinking in terms of for loop. Okay, and let me write it down a thing. Say if you are using a while loop, so while, then you provide the test expression, test expression, and then and then if this test expression is true, then it will execute the statements written over here. All right, and then control goes back here at this point, and then again, if this is true, then it will repeat. It will, this will, these statements were repeated. Same thing happens in the for loop. For, if you write semicolon, and if you write here test expression, and you just put semicolon over here, close the bracket, and then you create the block of the for loop or the body of the for loop, and the body will be executed, and then test expression is tested again. So there is a similarity between while loop and for loop, but for loop contain more options, right? The more option is that here you can write down any valid Java statement, and at this part also you can write down any valid Java statement, right? Okay, so this is the very much basic similarity between while loop and the for loop in Java. Okay, for loop is also like a while loop, because for loop is the execution of the for loop depends upon the execution of the for loop, the execution of the for loop, execution of the for loop is totally dependent upon, totally dependent upon test expression, dependent upon test expression. I hope this idea will be clear to everyone. Okay, so if you don't understand, then please comment, right? I'm discussing the looping concept again and again. Okay, so I got one request of a question, so I'm solving that question first. Okay, so here the request is on this question. The question is write a program to input a number and reverse the number and reverse the number. Okay, if reverse number, if reverse number is same as, is same as the original number, then print it is a palindrome number. Palindrome, then it is a palindrome number. Number. Okay. So for example, say 1441, right? If you reverse this number, right, then you will get 1441, right? So reverse is also same. Reverse is 1441, right? So whether you can read it from this side or you can read it from this side, if you are getting the same value, then we can say that this number is palindrome, right? So here we will write the given number is a palindrome. We can take another example, right? So if the given number is 1321, right? Okay, so here if you reverse this number, if you reverse this number, you will get 1, 2, 3, and 1. Okay, so the reverse number is not same as the original number. So we can write down a message, the given number is not a palindrome. Palindrome, right? So the student who shares this programming question, he said he solved this problem using while loop, but he is not able to solve this problem using for loop. So I'm going to solve this problem using for loop, not with the while loop. Okay, so if you can solve the problem in the for loop, then it is very much easier to solve it using while loop also, right? So this program can be solved by using while loop as well as for loop also. Okay, so let me show you how I'm solving this problem. Okay, so say we have a number, say input. The steps will be like this. Solution. Let me write it down. Solution. So this is a rough idea which always I prefer to write first. Okay. First you write down your idea and then convert your idea into program. That is the best way of learning how to program, right? In any programming language, whether you are using Java, you are using JavaScript, Python, C++, any programming language. First you write down your algorithm, your idea, and then convert your idea into the program. Okay. So first I'm writing down the idea, what I have to do. Okay. So first n is equal to or we can say that input any number in n. So step number one, input any integer value, integer value in n, in n. Okay. Now the next thing is we need to copy this n, right? So step number two, copy is equal to n. Okay. Step number three, we are going to use the copy. Okay. And we need to find out the reverse of it also. So we need to do the reverse thing also. So let me write here reverse is equal to 0. Okay. Then step number 4, we write it down. I'm going to solve it using for loop. So I'm going to write it down. For copy will be greater than 0, right? Or we can say that instead of for, we can say that a repeat, repeat, okay, repeat copy greater than 0. Till the value of copy is greater than 0, we are going to execute few steps. So step number 5 is is equal to reverse multiply by 10 plus copy modulus of 10. Okay, so this is how we can reverse the number. Now after writing down this step, let me write down step number 6. Step number 6 is copy slash equal to 10. It means copy is divided by 10 because I am chopping out the digits, right? Digits chopping is done over here. Okay, and this process will continue till the value of copy will become 0. Now step number 7. In step number 7, so repeat and end here. And step number 8 is here we print. Here we print the reverse, right? So you write here print reverse of copy, no, reverse of n is reverse of n is reverse reverse. Okay. Now step number 9. In step number 9, you check if reverse double equal to n. Okay. Then then let me reduce the size of this such that I can get a little bit more space to write it down. Okay, so yeah, so let me write it down here. Step number 10. So in 10, if reverse equal to n, then I will say that system dot out dot print slash n, or we can use print also. Here I'm using print, so I'm not writing this. I'm going to just use print. So I will print here, print the given number is palindrome. The given number is palindrome. Given number is palindrome. Okay, so step number 11 is else, and step number 12 is print the given number is not a palindrome, not a palindrome. Okay, and step number 13 is end. Right, so this is the basic idea, or you can say that an algorithm kind of a thing of this problem. Okay, so let us check the algorithm. Just give me a minute, let me drink some water and then I'll continue. Okay, so let's test this algorithm first, and then I will convert this algorithm into program. Okay, so first input any integer value in n. Say I have entered here a value called 123. Okay, so copy is n. So copy will contain 123. Now reverse is 0. Reverse is 0. Now repeat copy greater than 0, right? Repeat until copy is greater than 0. So copy is greater than 0 because copy is 123. So now you come down here and we do this calculation. So reverse is equal to reverse into 10. That means 0 multiplied by 10 is 0, and copy modulus of 10 is 3. So copy modulus of 10 is 3. So 0 plus 3. So 0 plus 3. So answer is 3. So 3 is saved in reverse. Okay. Now copy slash equal to 10. So now one of the digits will be slashed. So we will left with 12. So now the control will go back here. Copy is greater than 0. Yes, 12 is greater than 0. So it will come down here. So reverse is 3. 3 into 10. 3 into 10 is 30. Right? 3 into 10 is 30 plus copy modulus of 10. So copy modulus of 10 is 2. So 30 plus 2 is 32. So in the reverse, we will save 32. Okay, then again this line will execute copy slash equal to 10. So it will chop out this 2 and the value will become 1. Okay, so 1 is again greater than 0. So reverse is equal to reverse into 10. That means reverse, the value of reverse is 32. So 32 into 10 is 320. It's 320 plus 1 modulus of 10 is 1. So plus 1. So we will get here 321. So 321 will be saved in reverse. Now copy slash equal to 10. So 1 by 10 is 0. So now the value of copy is 0. So 0 is greater than 0. Condition is false. Right. So now control will jump from this place to this. Right. Sequence number 8. In sequence number 8, I have written here reverse of n. So your output will be reverse. This is your output. So your output will be reverse of 123 is 321. Right? And after execution of this statement, it will test another condition here. if reverse equal to n. So here reverse is not equal to n. So it will come to the else part and it will print the given number is not a palindrome. The given number is not a palindrome. It will produce this output. I hope the conception is clear how to write down an algorithm or your idea, right? Always try to write down the idea first in the copy and then move to the computer and then then try to implement this idea into the given programming language. You can use any programming language like Java, C++, any programming language, but here I'm using Java. I'm focusing on Java, so I'm going to use BlueJ to write down this code, and then I will check how this code is performing, okay, or how this idea is being implemented in the programming language. Okay, so I'm writing here uh, a question called palindrome. PROM. The name of the class is palindrome. Okay, so slash f, enter integer value. Now we'll create a for loop here. So I will write here copy copy is equal to, and then I will write here reverse is equal to 0, and nothing is required. So we write here copy is greater than 0, and here we will write copy slash equal to 10. Okay, and here we will write reverse is equal to reverse into 10 plus copy modulus of 10. So after completion of this step, we write here system.out.print. Then we will write here slash n reverse of n is reverse right? And now here we'll check if the reverse equal to n, then we write here system dot out dot print. We write here n the given number, the given number is palindrome. Okay, and otherwise, system dot out dot print slash n, the given number is not a palindrome, not a palindrome. So, so this is the idea which we have implemented on our note. Okay, let's execute this. So enter any integer value. So I've entered this. Now you can see that the reverse is 56523 is 32565, and the given number is not a palindrome. Okay, so let's try with some palindrome number like 1331. So this number is a palindrome. So you can see that the reverse of 1331 is 1331, and the given number is palindrome, right? So this is the basic idea of for loop. Okay. Generally, most of the people, they whenever I will say that this problem is solvable using for loop, they always think something like for I equal to 0 or 1 or something, and then I is less than equal to something, and then I plus plus, and then in this way they always think about solving the problem using for loop in this way. Okay, so they never think about this because most of the people don't know the exact concept of the for loop. Okay, so the exact concept of the for loop I have given in my notes. And when you are watching this video, use your copy, use your pen or pencil, and try to write down your notes. Okay, so if you are writing down your notes while watching the video, or you can pause the video and write down the notes, or you pause the video and solve the problem and you can see the solution, right? Whether your solution is matching with my solution or not. If if my solution is matching with your solution, then it is very good. You are learning in a proper way. Okay. But if the solution is not matching, then see the video again and then again try to solve the problem, right? So in programming, it is very much important. You should think how to solve problems. Okay. So solving problem is very much important, right? So programming helps you to solve problems. Okay. So your brain will automatically think about problems and how to solve those problems. Fine. So let me copy this and keep this in the note. Okay. So this is the code. So this program can be written using while loop also. But as I have used for loop, you can see that okay, how I have written the for loop. Okay. Here I matter is not involved, right? I matter is not involved. So let me click it over here and let me explain this, right? So you can see here this part, this part, right? This part is is containing multiple statement, right? So this is one statement, this is another statement, right? And these two statements are separated by comma as I have given into the theory. Okay, now this is the test condition, this is the test expression. This is another valid Java statement, right? Another valid Java statement, right? So as I have given this idea, one of my student has asked me, sir, can I write a system.out.print ln in this part? I said, yes, you can write it down, right? So you can write that thing also, but it looks awkward, right? So most of the people avoid these things. Okay, you can write, no problem. Okay, so this is another valid statements in Java. Okay, so these two are valid statements. Okay, this is the test expression, and this is the another valid Java statement, right? And when this test expression is true, the control will come here only inside the body. So in the body, it is written reverse is equal to reverse multiply by 10 plus copy modulus of 10, right? So after execution of this statement, then control go back to this. Okay, then after execution of this statement, then control will come back to this, and in this way this whole program, this whole for loop is executing, right? So first this part, this is the first execution, right? First this, then this, and if it is true, then it will execute this, and then control will go back to copy slash equal to 10, right? And then again it will come back to copy greater than 0. So I hope this looping idea is clear after this explanation, right? If it is clear to you, you just comment it is clear, right? It is clear. I can solve problems. Okay. So let me solve another problem using the for loop. Okay, and this whole idea can be written using while loop also. So I'm writing here. Over here I'm writing it. I'm not executing it. You people execute it, right? So if you are solving this problem using while loop, what you have to do? You have to write copy equal to n first, right? Then you will write here reverse is equal to 0. This is another step. Then here you will write down while copy is greater than 0, right? While copy is greater than 0. So you will write here reverse is equal to reverse multiply by 10 plus copy modulus of 10. Okay, and after doing this, you can see that this is the last statement in this for loop. You can see that this is the last statement, because after this statement will execute, right? So here you will write it down, copy slash equal to 10. Okay, and then complete the while loop, and the rest of the things are same. So we can write the same program using while loop, as well as we can write it in for loop. For loop is more versatile loop than while loop. Okay. So if you find it easier to use for loop, then you can use for loop. And if you find easier to write your logic using while loop, you can write your program using while loop. Okay. Fine. So these two are basically entry control loop, which I'm discussing from last two sessions. Okay. So now let's solve another problem here. Okay. So let's solve another problem here. So let me write down the question. The question is, the question is write a program to input two integer values and find out the greatest common greatest common divisor divisor or GCD. Okay, and some people call it HCF also, or HCF. Okay, so let me give you one example for this example. So there are two numbers. So one is 27, another one is 72. And I need to find out the HCF or GCD for on this. Okay. So what you have to do, in school generally they teach you the factorization method, right? So you will write here 27 and write down 72 and start thinking about what is the common number which is dividing both the numbers. So here I'm getting it 3. So 3 nines are 27 and 3 twos are 6, 3 fours are 12. Then again 3 threes are 9. Okay, 3 eights are 24. So now you can see that this both the values are different. So the first one is divisible by 3 and the second one is divisible by 2, right? So so what we do, because we are supposed to find out HCF or GCD, we use this, right? So if you multiply 3 into 3, then you will get 9. So GCD of 27 comma 72 is 9. It's 3 cross 3, which is equal to 9. Very simple, right? But these numbers are small numbers. But if you take bigger number, now it will consume much more time, right? Okay. But if you follow an algorithm given by Euclid, right, GCD algorithm, then this work can be done it in very much faster way or in a very much efficient way. Okay. So what Euclid has done, I'm doing that only over here. So Euclid has said that he divide the first number with the second one and continuously divide till the remainder becomes 0. Okay. So what I have to do, I have to divide the first number, what Euclid has said, Euclid. So Euclid has said that we divide the first number with second. The first number with second. Okay. If we get a remainder, if we get a remainder greater than 0, remainder is greater than 0, then then that that remainder will become divisor, and and the previous divisor will become dividend, right? So this process will will continue till we get 0 as a remainder. The last divisor is the HCF or GCD. Okay. So let me show you what is the equivalence idea and how it is effective. So first what you have to do, you have to divide 27 with 72. Okay. So it will not go. So put 0 here. So here you put 0 and here you will get 27. Now this divisor will become dividend in the next step. 72. So 27 twos are 54. We get here 18. Now again we divide 27 with 18. We'll get 1 here. We get 9 here. So if we put here 18, then 9 twos are 18 and we have got the 0 as a remainder. So last divisor. So this is the last divisor. This 9 is the this 9 is the last divisor. So this is your HCF or GCD, greatest common divisor. Okay. So we are going to write down this logic. the accurate's logic. Divide the first number with second, all right, and we follow this procedure. We are not going to follow this procedure, all right? We are not going to follow this procedure. So let me write down the idea of GCD or HCF, how to resolve this thing. Okay. So first, we are storing the numbers in, say, N1, right? Store. So we write here. Write it. Step number one. Store. Store an integer value. Store an integer value in N1. Number two. Step number two. Store an integer value in N2, right? So we have stored the value. Now what we have to do? Now we will write down the condition, right? So here we can write it down. Repeat, repeat, or we can use while directly here. Best option. We can use while N1 and N2 is there. So you write here N2 is greater than 0. Okay. And here you will write it down. So we need the remainder here. So we write here R is equal to N1 modulus of N2. Okay, so we will get the remainder here. Fine. Then after this, after doing this, what you have to do, you have to write here N1 is equal to N2. Okay, so N1 is equal to N2. So this is N2 and this is N1. So in the next step, N2 will become N1. N2 will become N1. This is N2, not N square. So N2 will become N1, right? So that is why I have written N1 plus N1 equal to N2. And N2 is going to be the remainder one. So this is the remainder. Okay. So step number 4, 5, 6. Now we can close the while. Okay. And after that, at eighth step, we will write here. At eighth step, we will write here print HCF is equal to. So HCF is hidden in which variable? It is hidden in N1, right? N1. So this is your HCF. And number 9 is N. Okay. So let's check our idea. See, the value of N1 is, the value of N1 is the value of N1 is 27 and the value of N2 is 72. So I have written here a condition 72 is greater than 0. Yes, it is greater than 0. So here what will happen? R is equal to, so if we divide this, we will get here 27. What we will get here? We will get here 27 because 72 is not going to divide 27. So we need to multiply 72 with 0. So we get 0 over here. We perform subtraction. We will get 27, right? So now what we'll do here, we'll execute this statement. N1 is equal to N2. So N1 will become 72. Now N2 equal to R. So N2 will become 27. So now the control will go back from here to this point, right? So 72, sorry, 27 is greater than 0, right? You are here. 72 modulus of 27. So you will get here 18, okay? Now N1 equal to N2. So this will become 27 and N2 will become R. So this will become 18. Now control will go back here. It will check 27 is greater than 0. It is true. So it will execute this statement R is equal to N1 modulus of N2. So if you do this, you will get here 9. Okay. N1 equal to N2. So this will be 18 and N2 equal to R. So this will be 9. Now you go back here. Okay. So N2, the value of N2 is 9. 9 is greater than 0. Condition is true. So R is equal to 18 modulus of 9. So the value of R is 0 now. Okay. So N1 equal to N2. So this will be 9 here. N2 equal to R. So N2 will become 0. So now 0 is greater than 0. So this condition is false, right? And when this condition is false, then what will happen? The control will go back to this and it will print HCF, it will print HCF is equal to N1. So the value of N1 is 9. So we have got our HCF with this idea. So let's convert this idea into Java program. Okay, so we go here and we'll write this program over here. So new class. So let me write down here HCF. So public static void main string args scanner sc is equal to new scanner system.in. Now we declare the variable here. Let me fix this and we'll declare the variable here integer n1 comma n2 comma r. Now here you will take input system.out.print here right here slash f, enter the first number integer value. Okay, in here you'll write n1 is equal to sc dot next and after getting the input, then I will write here enter the second number, and n2 is equal to sc dot next int. Okay, so now here you will write you can use while also, or we can use for also, right? So if you want to use, you can use for loop also, or if you want, you can use while loop. Let me show you with the while loop first, and then I will convert the while loop into for loop. Right? I will show you how to convert the while loop into for loop also. So you write here while n2 is greater than 0, and here you will write it down r is equal to n1 modulus of n2. Okay, and after that we will write n1 is equal to n2 and n2 is equal to, okay, so now we will print the output system. I've already done the slash n hcf hcf is equal to plus n n1. So n1 is containing the hcf. So let's compile this code and execute this code. So first integer value. So I'm taking it 27. Then I'm taking it as 72. You can see that HCF is okay. So let's try with other numbers also. So for example, I am using 36 and 64. The HCF is 4. So both the numbers are divisible by 4. That is the highest common factor. Okay. So this is the code. and I want to convert this code into for loop also. So I'll do that. This is the code, right? And I want to convert this into a for loop. Then what I have to do, I just write here, very simple thing. I just write here for, and I just put a semicolon over here, and I will put a semicolon over here. Okay, and this will work, fine, and this will work. So this is the code written using for loop, right? So code using for loop. Let me- So this is the code written using for loop. Okay, so it is the same code. You can see that this is the for and this is the while. Okay, you can see that how I have converted it. It's very easy to convert a while loop into for loop and for loop into while loop also. Okay, so let me do a little bit of versatility with use of versatility of the for loop. Okay, so here there's nothing out there, but here I can write it down. So I can write it down this statement, right? Then I will use this statement, and then I will use this statement, and I don't have anything in the body of the for loop, right? And I have converted this for loop into a snake loop, right? So let me save this and let me compile this and check whether we are getting the output or not. So if I write here values like 67 and 21, so you can see that HCF is 1 because 67 is a prime number and 21 is a normal odd number. So you will get the HCF as 1. Okay. So, so this is working. You can try with the other numbers like 72 and 81. The HCF is 9. Okay. So this is another way of writing for loop. The same code written using for loop. The same code is there. Let me add this code into our nodes. So this is another way of representing the for loop. Okay. So let me solve another problem. And if you like these kind of problems, right, you can also suggest me what kind of problems I can solve. Okay, so I misspelled the spelling, so I fixed it, and I can fix it over here also. First, 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 first integer value. Okay, so let's solve another problem here. Let us solve another problem. The question is like this. The question is, the question is write a program to input a number, input a number and print print its sum of its digits using using for loop only, right? So we are going to use the for loop to solve this problem. Okay, so we need to find out the sum of digits. Okay, so the value, so the first step is solution. Step number one is store an integer value in n. Okay. Step number two, so declare a variable called sum equal to 0. Step number three, I will write here for, right, for n greater than 0. Okay, and then I'll write here, I will write here d. D is equal to n modulus of 10. So we can write sum here also directly. Sum d is not required. Sum plus equal to n modulus of 10 because I have to add the digits. Now after this, what I will do, I will write here n slash equal to 10 to chop out the digits. All right. So now you can see that key I have got the sum here, right? Now I can print the sum of the digits. So I will write here print sum of the digits, and then I will write here sum. Okay, and this is done, right? It is done. So now we take the variable n. So the variable n is containing 5, 3, 9, 6, and 0. Okay. So now the value of sum is 0. Okay. So the value of n is 53960, which is greater than 0. It will come down to this step because this one is true. So it will execute this. So sum is 0. So 0 plus equal to n modulus of 10. So n modulus of 10 is also 0. Is also 0. So the value of sum will not change. It will remain as 0. Now our control will, from here our control will go back to this point, n slash equal to 10. So when this statement will execute, it will chop out this digit, right? So we are left with 5396, which is also greater than 0, right? So it is true. So it will come down here. So sum plus equal to n modulus of 10. So n modulus of 10 will give you this 6, right? And we add it with the sum. So sum is 0. So 0 plus 6 is 6. Okay, now the control goes back here, so 6 will be chopped out. Okay, now 539 is greater than 0. Okay, now control will come down here because it is true. So sum plus equal to n modulus of 10. So n modulus of 10 you will get 9, right? And sum is already 6. So 6 plus 9 is 15. Okay, so now again this 9 will be chopped out and we'll check here 53 is greater than 0. Yes. So sum plus equal to n modulus of 10. So if you do n modulus of 10 you will get 3, right? And sum is already 15. So 15 plus 3 is 18, right? Again it will go back here and it will chop this digit out, right? So 5 is greater than 0. So it will come down here. So sum plus equal to n modulus of 10. So 5 modulus of 10 is 5, right? And sum is already 18, so it will become 23, right? And then again it will go back here and this 5 is chopped out and we have a new value called 0. So 0 is greater than 0, condition is false. So when condition is false, then it will jump out of the body of the loop and it will print sum of the digits. So your output will be sum of the digits is 23. Okay. So in this way we can find out the sum of the digits. Okay. So just give me a minute. I'll take some water and then I will write down this program on the blue chip. So here I've already written the code in my previous session. You can see that okay, how I'm writing down this code. So n is greater than 0, d is equal to n modulus of 10, s is equal to s plus d, c plus plus, and then n equal to n by 10, right? So this process will continue and it will give me the sum of digits and the count of digits also here. Okay, because here I am counting the digits. Fine. Okay, so let me solve a series problem in Java. Let me solve a series problem in Java. Okay, and this is a very famous series called Fibonacci series. Okay, so let me add this code into the nodes here. Okay, so let me talk about the Fibonacci series. Okay. The question is write a program, write a program to input number of terms and print the Fibonacci series, the Fibonacci series. Okay. So what is the Fibonacci series? Right. So the Fibonacci series is like this. Right. So Fibonacci series is like this: 0, then 1, then 1. So it will be the sum of the current term is the sum of the previous two terms. So 0 plus 1 is 1, 1 plus 1 is 2. So 2 plus 1 is 3, 3 plus 2 is 5, 5 plus 3 is 8, 8 plus 5 is 13, 13 plus 8 is 21, 21 plus 13 is 34, 34 plus 21 is 55. 55 plus 34 is 89. 89 plus 55. 5 is 9 plus 5 is 4. Carry over 1. 8 plus 199 plus 5, 14. So 144. And it will go on like this. Okay. So in our program, what we are going to do, so we will going to ask the user how many terms, right? How many terms? The user has entered here 10 terms, right? Then your output will be 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13. So 3, 3, 6 to 8, 21 and 34, right? So this many output will be there because I want first 10 terms of the Fibonacci series. Okay, so let us write down the idea. So Fibonacci series is the sum of the previous. The current term is the sum of the previous two terms. Okay, so let's try to solve this problem. Okay? So let's try to solve this problem. So solution. The solution is this. The solution is this. Say, see from the user you can ask, right? Input step number one. Input number of terms in n in n. Okay. Now declare two variables here, right? Say the variables are like so this is the first term, so a, and this is the second term, so b. These two variables are there. So a is equal to -1 and b is equal to 1. Okay, these two things I have written. Now what I will do here, I will write here while n is greater than 0. While n is greater than 0. Now what you have to do, you have to write here f is equal to a plus b. Okay, and after that what we do, we print the value of f. We write here system dot out dot print. Okay, and we write down the value of f. So we write here f plus 1 space, right? So okay, so it will print the value of f and space. Now step number 6, what I will do here, okay, I will assign here a equal to b. So this is a, this is b, but in the next calculation, this is this will become, this will become, this is a, this is b. So we have got this one, right? So for to get this one, what we have to do, we have to assign this as a and this result as b, right? So here the value of b will be transferred to a and the value of f will be transferred to b. Okay, so a equal to b, and you will write here b is equal to f, right? And then what we have to do, we have already printed one term, so we have to reduce the n. So let me write it down stepwise. B is equal to f, and here step number 8 will be n minus minus. Reduce the value of n. Okay. Step number 9 is close the while loop, right? And step number 10 is end. So this is the basic idea which we are going to use in our program. So let's check this idea. So for example, the value of n is 5. The value of n is say 5, right? So the value of a is -1. The value of b is 1, right? So the value of n is 5. So 5 is greater than 0, so it is true. So control will come down, right? The control will come down here because this condition is true. So f equal to a plus b. So f is equal to a plus b. So f is 0 now. So out in the output, we can write here 0 and a space. Okay, then a equal to b. So this is a. B equal to f. So this is 0. Now n minus minus n will become 4. Now control will go back to this, right? So here 4 is greater than 0. F is equal to, because it is true, so it will execute this. So f is equal to 1 plus 0. So 1 plus 0 is 1. Now it will print 1 and a space. Okay, now it is written a equal to b, so this will become 0. B equal to f, so this will become 1. N minus minus, it is 3. So control will go back here. So 3 is greater than 0. Yes, it is greater than 0. So it will come down here, a plus b. So 0 plus 1. So answer is 1. A equal to b. So, so 1 here. B equal to f. So 1 here. Now n minus minus 2. So 2 is greater than 0. So it will come down. So 1 plus 1, the value of f will become 2. Now I will print the value of f, that is 2 and a space. Okay. Now a equal to b. So a equal to b. So this is 1. B equal to f. So this will be 2. N minus minus 1. Okay. So oh, I forgot to print another one here. This will be 2. Okay. So n minus minus. So n minus minus is 1. So 1 is greater than 0. You are here. So 1 plus 2 is 3. Okay. So I have to print here 3 and a space. Then a equal to b. So this is 2. B equal to f. This is 3. And n minus minus 0. So 0 greater than 0 is false. So when it is false, it will come out and it will end the process. Okay. So let's try to write down this logic in the blue j, the Fibonacci series. Fibonacci series. Now I've taken the input in n. After that, what I have to do, I have to write here while n greater than 0. Then you'll write here f is equal to a plus b. Then print the value of f. System dot out dot print system dot out dot print print you print the value of f plus the space. Okay, and after that you will do equal to b, and the b is equal to f. And after that we reduce the value of n minus minus, and we'll write here, we'll compile this code, and it is compiled. And now we can execute this code. So Fibonacci series, I want to print the first 10 terms of the series. Now you can see that the first 10 terms are here: 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21, 34. Alright, even print 100 terms of the series also. Let's try to print 30 terms. 30 terms. You can see that 30 terms, right? So this is starting from 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, like this. So for example, I want to print only first 10 terms in one line and the next 10 terms in another line, the next 10 terms in another line, right? So what I have to do here, I have to write here if n modulus of if n modulus of 10 double equal to 0, then I will write here system dot out dot print ln. Okay, so let's see what it is showing. So I want to print 30 terms. So I've written here 30. So you can see that in the first line we have 10 terms 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. In the second line also we have 10 terms 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, 3, 3, 6 plus 4, 10, right? So we have 30 terms printed like this. And if you want to align it properly, then what you have to do, instead of instead of printing in this way, what you can do, you can write it down string dot string dot format, and you will write here percentage of 6d, okay, comma f. So and you just remove this. Okay, so string dot format is done. Okay, let's compile this and let's execute this. So I want 30 terms or 40 terms. So 40 terms is too bigger value. So let's try with the 30 terms only. So now you can see that it has mixed 5, 5, and this is 6-digit number. So let me create the bigger digits, like so of 10 digits. No, let's make it 8 digits. Okay, so you give 30, you can see that the numbers are aligned also, aligned properly. Okay, so now you can see a better output. So string dot format actually it actually formats the output. Okay, the system dot out dot print function will take will automatically call the toString function to convert the information into the string format. And what I am doing here, I am occupying 8 spaces on the terminal window, and then I'm printing f as a write justified value. Okay, so let me take this code in our notes. I will publish the notes very soon on my website. Okay, and if you want this note, you can email me. My email ID is bluejteacher@gmail.com. Okay, so let me write it down here. Then I will email you this notes. Okay, because uploading into the onto the website, it will take a little bit of time. So it is better option, you can email me. All right, you can send email to me at bluejteacher@gmail.com. Okay, so you can send email to me such that okay, I can send you this notes on the email. Okay, and I'm talking about string dot format. What string dot format does, what this function does, I have written here percentage 8d, right? So percentage 8d meaning it will occupy 8 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 spaces, and then print down the value. Say for example, your value is 25. So it will be printed like this, right? So again, if this statement is executed, it will again occupy eight spaces and say the value is 436. So it will print like this. Okay, and as as we are changing the line, the control jumps to the next line, and again it will occupy eight spaces and print our values in the right justified form. So, for example, our value is 101, so it will be printed like this. Say, for example, our value is 8, so it will be printed like this. So you can see the formatted output, and the formatted output always looks good. Okay. So I'm stopping this session today because I'm very much tired because I'm working from the morning and it is very close to 1 a.m. So I'm stopping it and I will try to come again and tomorrow evening and I will be solving few more problems. Okay. So in the month of February, I will be solving problems like these, such that your basic conception of your loop will be clear. If you practice it, your basic conception will be clear. Okay. So I am stopping the session.